Hello and welcome to ET Garage. My name's Eugene Tordo, and if you've never been to the channel, it's mostly me working on my C4 Corvette and some traveling and stuff like that. But today is an update on the C4 Corvette. If you haven't been following, the motor I took out and I refreshed. And the reason I did that is last time I rebuilt this, I don't know, about 15,000 miles ago, I used low tension oil rings and it was just using too much oil. So took everything apart, cleaned everything, ran a hone through it, and put conventional piston rings in it. Well, it's out, of course. I'm doing some stuff under here. I'm going to go around to changing those transmission cooling lines to stainless steel. I got pre-bent stainless steel ones from Classic Tube. I'll leave a link to the original video when why I didn't do it, and I'm glad I waited till I took the motor out. Right now it's Memorial Day 2025, and I could have had the motor back in and probably up and running if I wanted to really rush things and all that good stuff, but I'm waiting on polyurethane engine mounts, and I'll leave a link. I'll try and leave links up here to the previous videos that leads up to this one. Well, I had the motor out. I just gave it a quick clean. I'm not going to try and make it like super car show perfect, even though I go to a lot of car shows. That's not really what this car is about. I did take that cover off over the AC, the Havoc over there, and then blow out that condenser over there and clean out all the stuff in there after 35 years and 277,000 miles. I decided to do that. Like I said, I'm going to do those transmission lines, which is pretty easy. I'm glad I waited till the motor out. One is with the motor in, you're going to have to bend the hell out of those pre-bent lines, or even the stock ones that I'm taking out with the motor in to get them out. There's no way you're going to work them in and out without bending the hell out of them. So I'm glad I waited. Also, there's that bolt right there that would be very difficult to get to, I would think. Well, not real difficult, but difficult enough. Plus, it also makes it easier to get to where the lines bolt to on the transmission. So I'm going to do that. And a bunch of other cleaning, like the ground cable I needed to go over. I went over that, and I've seen another couple of ground cables I'm going to rework. So it's always good to look over everything whenever you have your motor out and try and get as much done with it out. Because it just makes it a lot easier. But I did go ahead and touch up the paint. Took the, well, the valve covers were off. I painted them. I still got the masking tape on the emblem. I got to get that off. I didn't bother to repaint the lower manifold. Once everything is on here, the tune port, you can't see this lower base. Yeah, you just can't see it. So I just repainted the valve covers, the plenum, and let's go over here. So where the runners are, these come from Arizona Speed and Marine large tube runners. They come this way, and even though they're got quite a few miles on them dirty, I don't want to repaint them. I like that silver anodized finish that's on there. So leaving that the way they are. Maybe I'll clean up this air compressor while it's out too. And I thought about repainting it all under here, and then I don't know. I'm just not into that. I just soon go everything, get this sucker back up and running, and get out on the road and have some fun. I'd rather do that. But that is a quick update. And let me see. I'm trying to think if I made any other changes to that motor. And I just went to conventional piston rings. I did take apart the heads and just decarbonized and cleaned them and gave them a good cleaning and all that. Those are trick flow heads. And this is a if you're not familiar with my channel, that's a 375 stroke. and 040 over on the bore. This thing was making a lot of valve train noise. I did pop for different lifters. I don't think that's going to help. I think the lifter bores are just too wore out on this block. So at some point, this block will have to get the lifter bores either rebushed or sent to like line-to-line coating, and they can coat those lifter bores. The thing is, the problem with that is you got to take the block either to a machine shop and wait for it to come back, or ship it out to line and wait for it to come back, which is a kind of a big hassle. I'm still thinking of building a 400. If I do, of course, I'll post that on my YouTube channel. But right now, I just need to get everything organized. Everything's a mess in here, and I need to get it organized and everything cleaned up, and then everything put back together. And this car really needs a cleaning. But one thing I should point out: if you have your engine out, now's a good time also to change out your fuel lines on your C4 Corvette. Those are stainless steel from classic tubes too. All my brake lines are stainless steel from classic tube also. So once I change out those transmission lines, all the lines will be stainless steel from on the fuel system, from the fuel filter up to the fuel reel. And I highly recommend you cover your fuel lines in heat protected coating, especially if you have headers. You can see how hot they get right there from the headers. So good idea to put some heat shield on there, whether you're the stock ones or aftermarket, and I would highly recommend you do that. It does make you do notice a difference in the fuel temperature, and how you can tell the difference is if you ever fill up a C4 Corvette on a really hot day after driving for a couple hours, the fuel circulates back through the engine compartment and back and gets warmed up, and you can tell it when you open up your fuel cap. I guess that's about it for now. The Shade Tree engine build, that's gone. I'll leave a link to that video. That gentleman, Sean, he's got it. He's got it in his S10 and up and running already. He's enjoying it. He said it runs great. So he said, I think he said he'll come by and take me for a ride in it. So I hope he does that. And maybe I'll do a video about that. But like I said, it's Memorial Day 2025. I hope everybody enjoys it. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.